news update. Good afternoon.
Somebody said, Matt, can you please play this song before the next insert? It's still Paul's Bodyguard. Afternoon. This is Talk on the Block. Now, Linton, the opposition leader and leader of the United Workers' Party, outside of Parliament trying to enter his office this morning. Let's listen.
Sir, can you get off the compound, please, sir? Get off the compound, please.
No, do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me, please. I am in the office of the Parliament building. I'm in the office. I'm in the compound of the Parliament building. Just do not put your hand on me because this matter will go to court. I'm in the compound of the Parliament building. You're telling me I cannot go to the Parliament? Huh? This gentleman is telling me that I cannot go to the leader of the opposition's office in the Parliament building. He's here. He's telling me, get off the compound. Get off the compound.
Journalist, can you say, can I talk to Banis or somebody?
Yeah, he wants to talk to some higher authority now. Because he's telling me I cannot go to the office of the leader of the opposition in the Parliament building because the police have taken control of the Parliament compound today. They have them. A set of police officers in army fatigue denying me access to my office, the leader of the opposition's office, in the Parliament of the Commonwealth of Dominica. That is what we are reduced to today. That is what we have been reduced to today in Dominica. That's them right there. They have taken control of the Parliament building and they're denying me access to my office. I cannot go to my office in the Parliament building. They tell me to get off the compound. That's where we are in Dominica. You understand why Skerrit must go? You understand why Skerrit must go? Skerrit must absolutely go because of this nonsensical behavior in a democracy. You have people standing up in the Parliament building, in the compound, telling the leader of the opposition he has no right in the compound of the Parliament. He must leave. My brother, I am going. Open the gate, I'm going. Open the gate, I'm going. Let the people see who you are. But open the gate, I'm going. You have established your point. The Parliament compound belongs to you and your goons. Mr. Carbon, good morning to you, sir. God bless. These people are incredible. Incredible. Never seen something like this. I am coming into the compound of the Parliament building, walking in. Nobody is with me. I'm alone. And a set of police officers confront me, get off the compound. Ah, boy. Get off the compound. They're in charge. They're large. They're in charge. All right, so I've left the Parliament compound now. I'm no longer on the Parliament compound. I'm on the sidewalk of the Parliament. Police have taken over the Parliament. Police have taken over DBS radio, as you can see. What a country.
All right, we need to get your own observations, and some people might agree, some people might not agree, given what was going on outside of DBS this morning. Journalist Kalajan Baptist is one of the persons banned for a number of years, and you can well understand what is going on at Parliament. Is it somebody's house? Kalajan Baptist, your own thoughts on what happened this morning with the opposition leader.
Matt, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to many listeners.
Talk on the block.
All I will say I will start by saying, when they have power and authority, they don't give a damn about nobody.
That's all you will say for now.
And I will begin by that. But the question is, Matt, if you had any other member of Parliament, government side, the Speaker, and or any other person, would the police stop them from entering? And I saw the police making a fool of themselves. I saw my good friend Engelbert Defoe, police officer I know from Grand Bay. I mean, yes, you have your work to do, but you are being sent to do the people's dirty work, and you are part of it. It's just like many years ago when I was in Parliament, when the Speaker said I could not enter Parliament. You know who was the police officer who got me to leave?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know, Matt?
No, I can't remember that.
The now Commissioner of Police, Daniel Carbon. The now Commissioner of Police, Daniel Carbon. So you can well understand how long he's in the back pocket of that government. You can now well understand how long this has been going on. This is the leader of the opposition. He's going to his office. If you say that the police have taken control of Parliament building, you must tell the leader of the opposition why police took over of the Parliament building, and at least common courtesy dictates that you would call the leader of the opposition and you would say, leader of the opposition and members of Parliament, because of so and so and so, we are out of an abundance of caution, we have decided to secure Parliament building, and we ask that you stay away from there. I have no problems with that. But to unilaterally...
So you say he has not given a reason why?
Absolutely no reason. I saw Engelbert Defoe on the video that I saw when the opposition leader was talking to him. He went on his phone because he himself was perplexed. He was given instructions to prevent people or the leader of the opposition from entering. So it's only the leader of the opposition who went. And he was given specific instructions. I think he's a couple of police by now.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was acting on instructions. And clearly, when he was confronted by the leader of the opposition, he went on his phone to probably get clarification as to what's the way forward.
Kalai, before he's posted here, at least he should know what his authority is. Who should be allowed in and out of the building?
Well, exactly my point. So if you have taken control, Matt, taken control of Parliament building.
Well, your point exactly, he should give a reason why.
Yeah, but was there a coup? Is there a coup? What are the reasons why? What are the reasons why you would have taken over the Parliament building? For example, there was government.
I heard the leader of the opposition saying specifically, "Don't touch me, or I'll take the matter to court." He could have found himself in trouble.
Yeah, but exactly my point, Matt. Exactly my point. The man is legitimately on the compound, and you're telling him he cannot have access. So maybe so are you telling me also that they probably can just change the lock of the opposition leader building office Maybe they even going inside and search. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised, Matt. This is the state that we are living in, now.
1:14 is the afternoon time. Give us a call and let us know your opinion. Kalajan Baptist Scott mentioned one song. You just raised my eyebrows there. I think I should play this one here. Let's go. Mr. Lennox Linton, give me a call. If, of course, you're listening at this time, need to know the results of this one.
It can change a man who has a heart of gold, make him cruel, wicked, self-centered and cold. Many men in this land, many organizations.
I'll try to get in touch with a small group of protesters who stood outside Parliament and state-owned DBS radio with signs saying, "Scared must go," sometime later in the hour. Let's stick to that story now.
Prostituting the island, to all and sundry, they peddling my people's right.
Why was Lennox Linton, the opposition leader, left standing outside his office by police?
Take it over, my friend. Take it over again. Take it over. Don't vex with me, shorty. Take it over. I'm singing as I see.
Okay, let's get back to the telephone. 1:15, short shirt. When they have power and authority. Talk to me, sir.
Yeah, Matt, good afternoon.
Sir.
Matt, it's a long time I haven't called your program. I'm trying my best not to call. By the way, Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you too, sir.
Matt, I just want to ask, what is it going to take for Dominicans to understand, Matt? Matt, what's wrong with us, Matt? Matt, what's wrong with Dominicans, Matt? Nobody should go to work tomorrow, Matt. Nobody should work tomorrow. What are they waiting for? And Mr. Linton has to be very careful, because the least attempt he gives them, they will kill him. I always say I had prefer if Martin Luther was alive than to be celebrating his birthday now. Linton means more to us alive. What is Dominicans waiting for, Matt? Matt, have a good afternoon.
Have a good afternoon. You know, it was a short shot himself who wrote the song. Remember this one? Nobody go run me. Very timely short shot. Very timely.
Night and day are catching hell. People think I'm doing well just because I sing a few calypso. But that is my misery. Calypso don't make money, but most of them don't know that I have my axe to grind, just like any other man, existing in poverty and this giant ghetto land. But I intend to hang on. Tell them for me no dice. I ain't gonna eat lice. I ain't gonna grow old, sitting in the cold, not me. No way, they gonna have to beat me.
All right, let's get back on the telephone. 117, hello.
Matt, they have planned something, man.
What?
They have planned something. I understand the telecommissioner to take his leave or something, or otherwise.
I heard that earlier.
So it looks like it's a black.
But that's insignificant now because we have no proof of that.
Oh well.
Well, your point is afternoon. I guess you're 118. Hello.
You wouldn't believe I was singing that song this morning. Nobody go run me from where I come from. Outside of Parliament this morning, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, yes, I was singing that song. What you just played there. Matt, if we knew what was going on at the back there, maybe we would be arrested today, Matt. We didn't know. Mr. Linton was there with that monkey harassing him at the back there, Matt. For no reason, the man have a right to go there. Mr. Linton didn't even know if we were having a protest today. He didn't know. And even if he knew, he was coming to do what he have to do inside the building there. They had every right to let him go inside there, but tell them to hold on. We coming and we coming strong. Bye-bye.
All right, I think I'll play you that song again, boy. Nobody to run me from this country.
Night and day are catching hell. People think are doing well just because I sing a few calypso. But that is my misery. Calypso don't make money, but most of them don't know that I have my axe to grind, just like any other man existing in poverty and this giant ghetto land. But I intend to hang on. Tell them.
Okay, let's go back to the telephone, huh? Talk to me.
Matt, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, yes.
Can I share some of my sentiments of seeing the opposition leader has access to the building? He has an office there. If the police had decided that they were not allowing anybody to come in there today, they should at least notify him. Basic common courtesy. Now, in the absence of the informing the opposition leader that he is unable to enter the building, they are not allowing people to enter the building for whatever reason they think they have. You understand? When he gets there and he's saying that he came to pick up some papers from his office. In an abundance of caution, if they didn't want to allow Mr. Linton to go to his office by himself, all they had to tell him was, Mr. Linton, we are not allowed to allow anybody to come in there today, but we recognize that you have your office and you're entitled to go to the office. So if it's just some documents you're just going to pick up, we could allow you, but one of us must escort you, or two of us must escort you, or three of us. You know what I mean, Matt?
I understand.
Go up to if you don't mind, we could allow you to go and get your papers, but we will escort you to your office and escort you back out. And Mark, I surely have to tell them no problem, feel free, because you know it's not no malicious thing he's going to do. It's his documents he was going to get. I mean, Matt, it's the way things are being done. It's not what is done, you know. The police have a right to secure any building they feel, especially government building, that they feel they want to secure. That is fine. That is not the issue. The manner in which some of these policemen are behaving, that is the issue, because they do not behave like they are working for their country or the state. They are behaving like they are working for a politician. And government comes, government goes. But you will be a police officer, and you're supposed to be able to work comfortably under any government that comes. But they're not minded of that. Their behavior doesn't suggest that. So, I mean, Matt, it is just strange the way things are being done in this country. And it doesn't augur well for police, community, policy in which they're acting with the public to help them and assist them in that measure and in that regard. And Matt, look for the song by Midnight Groovers. You need to play another song by
I suspect one. Passe nuka passe.
Passe nuka passe.
All right.
Want to play, Matt. Bye-bye.
Somebody's reminded me, Matt, in the social studies class, it was Perrault who played those songs for us. Pierre Charles played those songs for us in our social studies class, huh? I guess that jogs your memory there a bit. Hello, talk to me.
Good afternoon to you and to the listening public.
Yes.
Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down and wither as grass. Dominicans, let not your hearts be troubled. That is another thing that I on Mr. Linton this morning to arrest him, but do not worry. Linton has more education. He has more sense in his head than all. You can come with what all you want, but there is a creator above, and he will not let his children fall in the dungeons of wickedness. Just a matter of time. Have a blessed afternoon.
Have a blessed afternoon. We're trying to find the outcome of the protest action this morning. We'll do that sometime later. Let's talk. Hello.
Matt, good afternoon.
To you too, sir.
Matt, good afternoon to your listeners.
Uh-huh.
And those who are in Dominica, those who are out of Dominica. Matt, patriots of Dominica, far and near, today is a very, very significant day, and you all can hold on your head very, very high. Matt, I want to take this opportunity very quickly to salute the patriots, the genuine patriots of Dominica, like Mr. Loftus and Mr. Coppell and Blessing and Mr. Mervyn. Of course, some of them I do not know, Matt, but I just want to salute them and congratulate them and let them know that we and every other right-thinking, democratic, free-spirited Dominican stands in solidarity with what they are doing and what they have done this morning. Now, Matt, look at where we have come. Matt, the role of the police in a free and a democratic society is to protect and to serve. And Matt, clearly I can see the policemen have been misguided, because the policemen, to me, are no longer serving the public or the population of Dominica. They are serving the God of Dominica, who, in my view, Matt, and this is Jerry Lewis speaking, in my view, is an impersonation of the devil himself. Matt, we are speaking about a Dominica where Montferred, an internationally wanted criminal, was in Dominica hiding, aided and abetted by a rogue, corrupt, rotten regime, and free Dominicans, peaceful Dominicans, law-abiding Dominicans, law-abiding citizens, Dominicans who believe in their constitution, have been harassed by tyranny from the God of Dominica. And this is why, Matt, every effort now must be put in one direction to get this God out of Dominica and to get him out of where he is. And Matt, let me tell them, this God is going to be held accountable. Make no mistake, Matt, you heard what happened in Syria last week, where Assad is being accused of using chemical weapon on his people. Matt, what happened in Salisbury 2 years ago, when expired tear gas were used on Dominican citizens, and this guy sitting in office, and they try to prevent Dominicans from moving freely about in a society. Matt, look at the Parliament building today. Policemen are confused. Policemen, it is time you all begin to defect. I am calling on every right-thinking policeman today to defect from the God of Dominica. This guy is going down. This guy has lost his way, and the laws of Dominica and regional and international laws will deal with him. But I have plenty more to say, but I just want in closing to salute the patriots of this land. And I'm calling on all patriots overseas. You all start booking all the flights. You all start booking all the flights. We need to get to Dominica. When we come in down, tell them close the airport. Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you very much. It's 1:27. Let's listen to our inspiration, Martin Luther King.
We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. No, I join hands so often with students and others behind jail bars singing it. We shall overcome. Sometimes we've had tears in our eyes when we joined together to sing it, but we still decided to sing it. We shall overcome. No, before this victory's won, some will have to get thrown in jail some more, but we shall overcome. Don't worry about us. Before the victory's won, some of us will lose jobs, but we shall overcome. Before the victory's won, even some will have to face physical death. But if physical death is the price that some must pay to free their children from a permanent psychological death, then nothing shall be more redemptive. We shall overcome. Before the victory's won, some will be misunderstood and called bad names and dismissed as rabble-rousers and agitators, but we shall overcome. And I'll tell you why. We shall overcome because the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. We shall overcome because Carlyle is right. No lie can live forever. We shall overcome because William Cullen Bryant is right. Truth crushed to earth will rise again. We shall overcome because James Russell Lowell is right. Truth forever on the scaffold, wrong forever on the throne. Yet that scaffold sways the future. Behind the dim unknown standeth God within the shadow, keeping watch above his own. We shall overcome because the Bible is right. You shall reap what you sow. We shall overcome. Deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome. And with this faith, we will go out and adjourn the councils of despair and bring new light into the dark chambers of pessimism. And we will be able to rise from the fatigue of despair to the buoyancy of hope. And this will be a great America. We will be the participants in making it so. And so as I leave you this evening, I say, walk together, children. Don't you get weary. There's a great camp meeting.
One of the favorite quotes of the opposition leader and leader of the United Workers' Party, Lennox Linton. He's on the line. Of course, we are always looking for the update. Mr. Lennox Linton, of course, you've gone viral. Everybody knows what's going on. What happened to you at Parliament, and what, has become of the story there?
Well, Matt, I mean, this was mind-boggling. Good afternoon to the people of Concord and Marigot and the people of Dominica, all the patriotic brothers and sisters at home and abroad. I'm still trying to figure it out, Matt. Because here was I going into the Parliament building. Now, there is protest action. There's a group of about 10 people holding placards outside of DBS Radio in front of the Parliament building on Victoria Street. So that is happening. I walk past them because I parked my vehicle down a little lower down. I walk past them coming up to go on High Street now, the High Street entrance to the Parliament. When I'm coming, I notice that the gate is closed, but they have opened the gate to allow a vehicle to enter. So as the vehicle is entering, I'm just walking into the Parliament compound. On the inside, a police officer comes up to me and tells me to get out. I am not supposed to be in the compound. I said, what are you talking about? I have an office, as leader of the opposition, I have an office in the building right in front of you there. That's where I'm going. He says, you're not allowed on the compound. Get out. So at that point, I've become confused. I'm not aware of anything that has happened. Why police should be overrunning the Parliament building. What I heard on the radio as I was driving up was that some patriots who had decided to go by the financial center was cordoned off by police, and so they decided to shift their attention to DBS Radio and to talk about issues of free speech or whatever in a democracy. As a result of that, when I was passing, I noticed a number of police officers in camouflage, army fatigue, in the compound of DBS Radio. I don't know if they feared that these few people, this handful of people, was going to take over DBS Radio, or whether the same handful of people were going to take over the Parliament compound behind their back as they were standing protesting. So I'm trying to figure out what is going on with this gentleman who wants me to leave the compound. And then I realized these people are serious. These brutes, these brutes of the security regime, these goons who will carry out every unlawful instruction they get, really intended to physically move me out of the Parliament compound as leader of the opposition. Elected by the people of Marigot, selected by the elected members on the opposition side to be the leader of the opposition in Parliament, and in receipt of a constitutional appointment from the president of the country to be in the position of leader of the opposition. A police officer, an ordinary police officer, is given the authority to harass me, to attempt to intimidate me, to shout instructions at me as leader of the opposition to get out of the compound of the Parliament building I don't know how much more serious than that it gets before we realize what is really going on in this country. Because I'm waiting to hear from the authorities, I want to hear from the police authority, what was that about this morning? I'm waiting to hear. Somebody must call me and explain to me, why is it that I could not enter the office of the leader of the opposition in the Parliament building this morning? Why police were instructed to prevent me from entering the building? I did not come there with any group of people. I came as I normally come to the office of the leader of the opposition by myself. I had a meeting with a visiting team from the Commonwealth Secretariat who were here on electoral reform matters with the Electoral Commission. They asked for a meeting with me and members of my team. Before that meeting at 9:30, in preparation for it, I was going to pick up a couple of documents that I needed from that leader of the opposition's office. That was all. It was not like I came there to stay. I had some things to pick up from the office, and so I was going there for that purpose. And the police decided, no, I have not received any explanation from the police officer who was trying to harass and intimidate me as to why the Parliament was off limits for me and why my office in the building was not available today. And you see the time now, Matt? It's minutes to 2.
It's 25 to 2 o'clock.
Nobody has had the courtesy to call. Knowing what has happened, nobody has had the courtesy to call and say, well, this was a misunderstanding or this. So at this point, they did what they intended to do. The gentleman was carrying out his instructions from whoever.
So you are at this time, Mr. Lennox Linton, awaiting word from the authorities.
I'm waiting to hear from the police commissioner. Why did the police deny me access to the office of the leader of the opposition? Did he receive word from the president that I am no longer leader of the opposition, that my tour of duty has come to an end? Did he receive instructions from the Speaker of the House, the Prime Minister of the country? Who gave the instructions to prevent Lennox Linton, the duly elected leader of the opposition in the Parliament of Dominica, from going into his office at the Parliament building today, the 11th day of April, in the year 2017.
All right. Interesting times. Opposition leader Lennox Linton giving us an update. He's waiting word from the authorities. Commissioner of Police, call the man. Find out, or let him find out what was going on this morning. Maybe you have an update. Talk to me. 137. Let's get a phone call. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Matt. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon to your listening public. Good evening to Dominicans at home and abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Matt,
I'm here.
based on what happened, based on the treatment meted out to the duly elected leader of the opposition of Dominica, an integral part of the government of Dominica, Matt, I think it is time we stop talking, Matt. Action. I think basically we are a little naive now, and we seem to be playing, footsie. The government is not playing footsie. The government is playing nasty. And I think we have to put all this gentlemanly behavior aside. And because if you're wrestling with a pig, you have to go to the mud. Fight the pig in the mud, then come out, bathe yourself, and put perfume on you. But you will not defeat the pig by standing on the outside in your white shirt and saying, I'm not going down there. This is very serious. Matt, it is not the first time that they have disrespected people that they consider not of certain ilk in this country. Matt, you remember the way the time when the disrespect for leadership for police and government ministers started in this country, Matt? Matt, do you remember that? People don't like me to talk about that, but Matt, it is a fact that when they wanted to get rid of Patrick John government, Matt, they inbred in people a disrespect for the leadership, for the ministers of government, for senior officials in this country, Matt. Matt, what is happening now? Remember, the present president was part of that thing. The prime minister was a leader of the young freedom movement. Matt, it is still the same problem, Matt. They breed disrespect for officials that they consider not of their ilk.
All right. I'll tell you what, we still have to talk to the opposition leader. I think he wanted to make another statement there quickly. We'll come back to you, Lennox Linton, in a minute here, because we still have to talk to the group that protested this morning. Did it meet its objective? Have to find out from one of the organizers there on the ground. 149, Lennox Linton will be talking to you in a minute. Hello.
Afternoon, Matt.
Yes.
Matt, let me tell you something. I cannot believe, is this the same police officers who asking the civilian to help them to do their work when they are doing their investigation and doing their work?
I'm sure.
Yeah, because the people are stupid, because somebody like me would never give police no report, nothing. I know, I don't know, I don't know, I know. This is, I hear Scary talking about too much politics and too much division. But it's the same, this Freedom Party Labour government who put Dominica in that state it is there. Because in Patrick John government, nothing, Workers' Party, nothing like that was happening. We left campaign and we are all together drinking. And this special Freedom Party named Labour is having the country upside down up to what they like today. He himself have put division in the country. He put politics in everything in the country. What is he talking about right now? I'm listening.
All right, keep listening. We have a few phone calls to make, and then we'll contact again Lennox Linton. He has another statement to make to conclude, and then we'll join, of course, the organizers of this month's protest. Hello.
Yes, Matt. All gloves should be off by now. It's time for us to put on our breastplate, Matt.
So it's time for action.
No, Matt. Time for us to put on our breastplates, tie up our boots, Matt, and we are on the move. Dominicans, wake up. Open your eyes. What is happening in Dominica right now is a long time we let Scary get away with too much. Right now, he riding the horse.
Thank you very much. Let's see if we can take a phone call. So many phone calls and so many contacts, so many people to call this afternoon before I go. Hello.
Matt Peltier, good afternoon to you and your listeners.
Oh, so I'm very happy that you called, Cooper. What's going on?
I'm there.
Okay.
We went there, not in massive numbers, not the messenger, but the message. We stood there for our placards, and some of them say Scary must go. Some of them say we're calling for electoral reform. We were also asking for free access on DBS radio to both the Dominica Freedom Party and the United Workers' Party, because we felt that the nation station should be open to the people of Dominica. So we met our objective. We went to the financial center. Where we went there was barricade all over. But we decided that we are not going home. We will divert to DBS radio, where our message will be heard. And we did that, Matt, without fear, without favor. We stand for what is right and what must be done in the interest of the people of the Commonwealth of Dominica. The police was diverted in that area. And we had no problem with the police, because the police is to ensure peace, law, and order is maintained in this country. But the same way the police officers came out to protect, why didn't the police officers went to Montfarez to say that you are a criminal and you are not welcome? The same treatment that you are giving us, you must stand for that. Don't do it for one set and don't do it and you turn around doing something else. It doesn't augur well. So all in all, the people of Dominica, we are united, we are focused, and we are saying enough is enough, because our leader cannot be selling our passport.
So it will happen again?
It will happen, Matt. It just started. It just started. We haven't done, we are looking at the electoral office, we are looking at the government building itself to go back there to send that message. So we're not going and slip and think everything is okay. They will hear from us, they will see us, because we are citizens of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and this is not a political organization. It is concerned citizen movement, any individual who has a contribution to make to the development of Dominica, Labor Freedom, UWP, PAPI, they are welcome on board in the interest of the people of Dominica. That's what we are saying.
All right, Kopal giving us an update, a synopsis of this morning's protest action by the Patriots. Thank you, Kopal. All right, 1:44 after them, my telephone never stops ringing. All right, Lennox Linton, I will talk to you before we go. Talk to me. Yes?
Good afternoon.
To you, sir.
Yeah, Matt, I believe right now it's time for hard action, Matt. We talk too much, and I believe now is the time that we should take the bull by the horn. We can't continue that way because our country is going down seriously. I think Mrs. Curtin needs to be taught a lesson, and now is the time.
Thank you very much. Another phone call. Hello, talk to me.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Hey, my friend, how you doing? Another Patriot this morning.
Yes, Matt, I'm good.
Okay, everything went well this morning?
Matt, this morning, Matt, it went very well. As a matter of fact, it exceeded my expectation. And the message was sent out loud and clear this morning to Mr. Skerritt and this regime that things will not continue to be as usual as it pertains to the governance of this country, Matt.
Okay.
And I can tell you this afternoon, tell the Dominican public that is a relentless effort, and we will be on the move tomorrow again. I will keep it kind of tight to my chest for now in terms of our specific location, because we want to stamp off our authority before the law enforcers come and do whatever they do.
But did they talk to you today? Did they have any conversation with you today?
Matt, well, I am one who don't confront police officers when I am on my business. So
okay.
They spoke to some of my fellow patriots, yes, but not me. I was on my business, they weren't there.
But while you were on your own mission, Lennox Linton was being stopped from entering Parliament. You heard about that?
Yes, I heard about that because that is what you asked me when we were there, and I was saying...
You were not aware?
I wasn't aware about that at all. And it's a good thing that the Patriots was basically on their mission, because God forbid that action was caught by the Patriots. You never know what could happen there. And I'm saying Lennox and the opposition was nowhere close to our meeting this morning. But that is the country in which we live, and that is the country in which we are trying as patriots to let breathe again. Because it is not a police state. It cannot be a police state. We don't want it to be a police state. And that is why we are standing. That is why we are standing, my brother. So tomorrow, patriots, we will be out again.
All right, thank you very much. Of course, more protest action, I suspect, tomorrow. You just heard this from one of the Patriots. Where? I cannot tell you where. But when we come back, we'll talk to Lennox Linton again. He has an update coming back after this.
When searching for stuff in Dominica,
you realize them frames have you look like Mr. Magoo. I know at least 4 optical stores where you can get them frames that wouldn't have you look like a professor.
Search Yellow.
I have about 5 barbers that can sort out that nest on your head.
Yellow gives you better options.
And you need a gym or a dietitian.
Because searching Yellow is like asking a Dominican. Yellow. We know Dominica. Find us at www.findyellow.com.
If you get what you want tonight, will you remember me tomorrow?
Grown and sexy, it's your time again. Easter Sunday, April 16th, Boardwalk, Lally Coco from 8 p.m. Admission $10. Wear something white, anything, and come to the Grown and Sexy Easter Sunday Dance Party. DJ Matthew, Miguel Labadie, Master General, Mr. Mix, powered by Source of Sound. Easter Sunday, April 16th. The Grown and Sexy Dance Party. $10 Boardwalk. Remember, we are anything right. Grown and Sexy Dance Party. See you there. Promotional support by Digicel.
Dominica, we have another 12 minutes to wrap it up here on Talk on the Block. You don't want to know or see the amount of phone calls that are coming in. But Lennox Linton is back on the line, and of course we're going to wrap up. Lennox Linton.
Yeah, good afternoon again, man. Just quickly to say, Ali Reza Monfared,
yeah,
Iranian national, lived in Malaysia, holder of a Dominica passport that he bought, and holder of a Dominica diplomatic passport given to him by Roosevelt Skerrit, was in Dominica for over 6 months.
I was told very close to you.
The authorities in Dominica, the Prime Minister, his government, and the police authorities in Dominica knew he was in Dominica. They knew he was a fugitive from justice, to the point where they claimed to have cancelled his diplomatic passport in January of last year. But he stayed here unobstructed. Nobody interfered with him. No police asked him any questions, although Interpol had mounted this massive international manhunt for his capture. So on the record, this is a government, a regime that harbors, that aids and abets criminals on the run from justice in their countries as holders of diplomatic passports in Dominica. But the same government is instructing its goons in the police organization that wouldn't interfere with Montferret, that wouldn't ask him any questions, that in fact will support his rights as a citizen to be involved in roguish, scandalous, corrupt behavior like our Prime Minister around the world. And it is people like me who are living by the letter of the law in Dominica that the police is harassing. Why? Because we say the roguishness in government and the scandals in government that Roosevelt Skerrit is associated with must come to an end. And he must leave the office of Prime Minister.
Did you hear latest news, Lennox Linton, just an update here, that another of Montferret's partners arrested in the U.S.? Have you heard that?
Yeah, you will continue to hear news like that as the story rolls along. You'll continue to hear about Montferret and his crooked ways. You'll continue to hear about Madweki and her embezzlement. You'll continue to hear about N.G. Lapsang and all the nefarious deeds that he's been involved in. You'll continue to hear about Eric Turner. You'll continue to hear about all of these rogues, all of these vagabonds, all of these scoundrels that Roosevelt Skerrit is tied up with in the international community, that he has used to disgrace the name of the country while he is running our economy into the ground, creating beggars and creating dependency in Dominica so that people can continue to keep him in office, so that he can continue to benefit from his multi-million-dollar gains from corruption in public office. That is why we're saying he should go. But you see what happened this morning? The government has again decided on whose side it stands. The government, and I must say now, the president of the country, stands on the side of roguish behavior. Because when the rogues are known to them, they do nothing. But they try to create rogues out of decent, law-abiding people in Dominica so that they can continue to make their ill-gotten gains. They can continue to stash away their millions from the sale of Dominica ordinary passports and Dominica diplomatic passports, and to continue to benefit from the abuse of public office for their own private gain. We are saying that enough is enough, and the time has come when this man called Roosevelt Skerrit, this man who is so brutal in his dictatorial tendencies, must go. What was this morning all about? What was that about? Preventing the leader of the opposition from going into his office in the Parliament building. What was that about? At the same time, on record, your whole government, your entire government, was involved in the aiding and abetting of a criminal, an accused criminal, who has been shuttled back to Iran in connection with the embezzlement of over $3 billion from the state of Iran and from busting UN and US sanctions on Iranian oil. That is what we want to be known for in the international community. At the same time, we are crucifying our law-abiding, peace-loving citizens with constitutional responsibilities conferred by the people of Dominica. You are obstructing them in the course of that work.
Thank you very much, Lennox Linton. Of course, I'm hoping that you can get some answers. Okay, let's take another phone call. All telephone calls until 2 o'clock. Talk to me, sir.
Good afternoon, Matt, and good afternoon to your distinguished listeners.
Yes, sir.
Matt, let me say to you, I stand in solidarity with what the frontline soldiers did, and that is big up to Copel and all those who stood for true democracy. Matt, let me say to you, this is another chapter taken from Hugo Chavez's book, as the United States State Department is now monitoring Venezuela. We can bridge Venezuela and Dominica, and the players on the stage that really stand against America. And I'm going to tell you, Donald Trump is ready to deal with people like Skerrit and Maduro. Lennox Linton ought to take the saga of today and take it straight to the international stage. Let the United Nations, the Organization of American States, they all need to know and see that there is a connection with the way Hugo Chavez, Maduro, and Skerrit operates. And therefore we know Skerrit is no fan of the United States. The State Department in Barbados, part of it in Barbados, keeping an eye on Skerrit. So let him continue to do what he's doing. I urge Dominicans to go out there, demonstrate, let the police come out like goons, like they're in Africa in the jungle fighting some guerrillas. Let them, the world see who they are, and then we will eventually deal with Roosevelt Skerrit, because he will not escape. With all the allegations that stand against him, with the way he harbored Montserrat, that was an enemy of the United Nations, Iran, and the United States, Skerrit will be held accountable with all his pal reps, to include Justina Charles, who doesn't know when she's going or coming. She follows the fool, and they all are going to take Dominica down. I urge all the patriots to stand now. Don't be afraid. Liberals who you believe in your country. Don't put Skerrit and his goons ahead of you. Thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you very much. Somebody says, don't blame Skerrit. Blame Black. Well, now the blame is shifting. Hello, talk to me.
Hey, Matt, good afternoon.
To you, sir.
What's up?
Well, you on the line this morning?
Always, Matt. Always on the line. Always on the front line.
Okay.
I have a little concern with the police officers that they send in to chastise us. None of them have names on their chests or numbers. So you cannot even identify who they are. They're not identifying themselves. I was in a back and forth with two.
Are they special constable? Because they should carry their numbers.
My brother, they don't. They just have the military outfit on them with no names. Because there is the Velcro where their names are supposed to be tagged up above the pocket of the shirt. And their names are not there. When you ask them for their names, they tell you it's not important. But they want to chastise me. I know two of them, and one cannot even take care of his wife at home, but he wants to control me. I will not be controlled. I am not afraid of them.
You don't think you're getting personal on the guy here?
My brother, I telling you, I am not. Well, he was personal on me because I'm saying to him, I am not blocking pedestrians from passing. I am not obstructing the traffic. Why are you asking me to move from the side by the library? He's telling me, oh, because they are there. I say, but you met me there when you came there. When you came there, you saw me there. You saw us there. He's telling me, I will gather the crowd on that side. These guys, all they do, they come well programmed. I told him it was a figment of his imagination that there is a crowd, because there was no crowd. There were just a handful of us that was easily manageable by what we came there to do. We knew what we came there to do, and we didn't want to have any problems with the police. But the police find where I was standing, he didn't want me to be there. So he was asking me to move. So I know he cannot tell his wife when to move and how to move, but he's telling me where I should move.
Mervin. Let's not make it personal here, okay? It's 1:57. This is Q95. This is Talk on the Block. Hello, talk to me.
Matt?
Yes, hello.
Mr. Linton has to find out by law, if at all is possible, from the police officer who prevented him from entering his duly given elected office.
Well, he said he's waiting for the commissioner's word before he makes the next step.
Yes, but you see, Matt, you may find what I'm going to say very stupid. But if I was in the place, if I was the leader of the opposition, Matt Peltier, I would have been lying in the mortuary. No, I would have been lying in the mortuary, because I would.
So you would react differently?
I would react differently, Matt. I would be lying in the mortuary.
There's nothing stupid about it, my friend. Let's move on. 1:58. Hello. It's just a different reaction. Talk to me, and we'll wrap it up on Talk on the Block Tuesday.
Touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me.
Hello? I heard that before. Why are you playing that for me?
Do not touch me.
All right, so somebody likes to hear that. You want me to play it for you? Okay, I'll play it for you. All right, and then we'll wrap it up this afternoon.
Sir, can you get off the compound, please, sir? Get off the compound, please.
No, do not touch me. Do not touch me. Do not touch me, please. I am in the office of the Parliament building. I'm in the office. I'm in the compound of the Parliament building. Just do not put your hand on me because this matter will go to court. I'm in the compound of the Parliament building. You're telling me I cannot go to the Parliament? Huh? This gentleman.
Night and day are catching hell. People think are doing well. Just because.
This is where we wrap it up and talk on the block. I'm sorry I can't take your phone call right now. A few seconds.
So don't make
and then we'll, of course, connect with Dig Yourself
my axe to grind, just like any
for the full hour.
Existing in
this is Q, the big station, and this is Matt.
But I intend
to. Yes, this time Matt in the afternoon, huh?
Tell them for me, no.
And this is Short Shit. Nobody go run me.
Grow old, sitting in the cold, not me. No way, they go have to beat me. They go have to eat me, or the heads go roll. Tell them I say I was born in this land, I go die in this land. Nobody go run me from where me come from. Nobody go run me, lad. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Nobody go run me. Me mama must yam. Me papa must yam. Me woman must yam. Me picky must yam. Nobody go run me. Nobody.